Hello, children. Welcome back in literature class. Um, in my last class, I have discussed, I have forwarded a little bit more in our first chapter, The Velveteen Rabbit. Okay, till now we have understood that narrator had a great fascination towards his velveteen rabbit, which he had received as a toy. But later on, Velveteen Rabbit was kept aside when he got some more toys. Now, Velveteen Rabbit has been personified over here. Now, uh, it's a toy, but it has been personified. You know pretty well what is personification. In your last class, I'm talking about class 7, I've already discussed and we had a small session about figures of speech in which personification has been explained. Once again, I'm telling you something which is not real, something which is non living, that has been calculated or dealt like it's a living thing or it's something real, right? So, Velveteen Rabbit has a very good friend of his, that is Skin Horse. The Skin Horse, who continuously or consistently consoles him, rather gives him the support that a day will come when you will be just like a living thing. When the day will come when you will be a part of someone's life. Being a toy also, you can be a part of someone's life when you becomes very, very adorable and becomes a better halves of someone in your presence. Wherever he goes or she goes, the person carries you along with him or her. So, um, let's continue from there. I suppose you are real, said the rabbit, and then he wished he had not said it, for he thought the skin horse might be sensitive, but the skin horse only smiled. So he said that, oh, really? Is it so? Oh, that means you are real. The skin horse was a matured character shown over here in this story. He just smiled. That happens, when a small boy or girl tells you something which actually you don't have any answer to tell it with, or you actually do not have any exact reply to answer the sentence or the statement, you just give a small smile just to prove that you are too young to understand that. You are not so much up to the mark or you're not so much up to the age that you will be able to understand what exactly I meant by what I said you right now or what I told you right now. Right? Okay. The boy's uncle made me real, he said. Then he smiled and said, the boy, who's the boy? The boy is the boy who received uh, this rabbit as a toy. His uncle made the skinny horse real. It means the skinny horse had become a part of the boy's uncle's life. And then he wished he had not said it, for he thought, sorry, that was a great many years ago, but once you are real, you cannot become unreal again. It lasts for always. The rabbit sighed. He thought it would be a long time before this magic called real happened to him. He longed to become real. He knew what it felt like, and yet the idea of growing shabby and losing his eyes and whiskers was rather sad. He wished that he could become it without these uncomfortable things happening to him. So he it was explained to the rabbit that you can be a real person or you can be similarly like a real human being when you are loved so much by someone that he cannot even think of him without you. And same thing happened with the horse itself, the skin horse. Who made him real? The boy's uncle made him real. Now, the rabbit was in a great dilemma. In one side, he wanted to be real, and in the other side, he was lamenting that he has to leave his whiskers. Whiskers? The wings like things, those big, big ears and like that. He has to leave all his artificial whereabouts he's having on him. Okay, but he was very eagerly waiting for the day when he will become real, just like the skin horse. There was a person called Nana who ruled the nursery. Nursery, the place where the toys were kept. Sometimes she took no notice of the playthings lying about, and sometimes, for no reason whatever, she went swooping about like a great wind and hustled them away in cupboards. Sometimes Nana is a character. Probably he has the duty or responsibility of maintaining the nursery, the part where the toys are kept properly. Sometimes he becomes very irritated. Let them be kept wherever they are. No need to just set them out. And sometimes he becomes very, I mean, angered and annoyed. What the hell? Every time I have to maintain these toys and all. Like this, It happens when you keeps on doing the same work every day. For example, every day when you are pushed by your parents, get up, get ready, you need to go to school. Some day comes, you feel that, ইস, আজকে যদি স্কুলে না যেতে হতো কি ভালোই না হতো. It would have been the best day of my life. So you must have given something expression like, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা যাচ্ছি যাচ্ছি, wait, এত ধাক্কা মেরে ডাকাতে হবে না. So it happens like that, no? So people get irritated doing the same thing monotonously without any change and all. So this Nana is a character like that. Sometimes he becomes very irritated. He kept take the toys and just push them in the cupboard and keep them over there. Set back. The rabbit did not mind it so much, for wherever he was thrown, he came down soft. A rabbit was a velvet like thing, so he did not mind because he's not getting hurt. He's soft like anything, so wherever he has been thrown, he sits over there, doing nothing. So okay, fine. Either you keep me with love or you throw me over there. I don't feel hurt. One evening, when the boy was going to bed, he could not find the China dog that always slept with him. Nana was in a hurry, and it was too much trouble to hunt for China dog at bedtime. So she simply, Nana is a lady character. Here it is clearly mentioned. So she simply looked about her, and seeing that the toy cupboard door stood open, she made a swoop. So it was a habit for the boy to take the China dog with him and go to sleep. But that night, unfortunately, he was not finding that. So it is the duty of Nana to take care of all the toys and all. So and Nana was getting just irritated, restless. Again, I have to run here and there to search the China dog. And then he went to the nursery and found that the door is open. Here, take your old bunny. He'll do to sleep with you. And she dragged the rabbit out by one ear and put it into the boy's arm that night, and for many nights after, the velveteen rabbit slept in the boy's bed. So it was a very good luck for the velveteen rabbit, because he was waiting for the chance to be a real thing like that. And for that, he need to be with someone. And that day, luckily or unluckily, luckily for the velveteen rabbit and unluckily for the boy, they could not find the China dog, whom the boy used to carry with him when he was going to bed. Anyways, so that day he was not finding that. So Now Nana was also not getting it back. Now it's night. The whole day she was running here and there. She was tired fully. She was not in her health to again run after the China dog and find it out. So she pulled out the rabbit from the swoop, and she threw it on his lap. You go and take it and go to bed. Today he is going to sleep with you in place of the China dog. And that was the first night, and that night carries on coming every day. Now, every day, Velveteen Rabbit used to go with the boy. He used to sleep with him, and slowly, 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 he started to become a part of the boy, which Velveteen Rabbit was eagerly wanting for. He was waiting for the day to come. So, um, at first, he found it rather uncomfortable for the boy, hugged him very tight, and sometimes he rolled over on him, and sometimes he pushed him so far under the pillow that the rabbit could scarcely breathe. And he missed too those long moonlight hours in the nursery when all the house was silent and his talks with the skin dog. But very soon he grew to like it, for the boy used to talk to him and made nice tunnels for him under the bedclothes, and he said, well, like the burrows the real rabbits lived in. So, what happened? First of all, it becomes very uncomfortable for us, no? When we shift ourselves from an old house where we are living for a long, long time, we get ourselves adapted and accustomed with that. And then we shift to a new house. Now, all the circumstances, environmental changes, situations, everything becomes very new for us. So, we take some time to get ourselves adjusted and adapted with the new surrounding. Same thing happened with the rabbit itself. He was not used to with all these attitudes and behavior. So sometimes the boy used to just put his leg on him. He used to grab him tight. He used to put him under the pillow, and he used to like he used to feel suffocated. But slowly, slowly, the boy started mixing up with him like a true friend. He started to talk with him. You started to make tunnel. He started to play with him as if he is a real person. Now, from the in the very beginning time, the rabbit was longing for the skin horse, because at night he used to talk with the skinned horse, and they used to share their feelings. But slowly, slowly, as the boy started to make him a very good friend of him, so the velveteen rabbit started to like it. Now, as they had splendid games together, in whispers, when Nana had gone away to her supper, mm, and left the nightlight burning on the mantelpiece, and when the boy dropped off to sleep, the rabbit would snuggle down close, close under his little warm chin and dream with boy's hands clasped close round him all night long. And so time went on, and the little rabbit was very happy, so happy that he never noticed how his beautiful velveteen fur was getting shabbier and shabbier, and his tail coming unsewn, and all the pink rubbed off his nose where the boy had kissed him. So, you see how the velveteen rabbit was getting matured day by day. How was he was getting matured? Now the days were passing by. They used to spend the night like that. And slowly, the boy started to feel that the velveteen rabbit is his true friend. He used to whisper with him some secret talks, which he cannot share with anyone else. He used to share with the rabbit. And at night, when Nana, that lady, she need to go to take some supper, she used to make the light on. She used to get off. Right? It's mentioned over here. Mm, the night light, that means the dim light. Night lamp, you know very well, you are having night lamp in your house. So, night lamp used to glow, and the boy was but deep in sleep. And Velveteen Rabbit used to come out from his place and goes close to his chin. Very close. You see? The picture is given over here. You see? Here. He goes close to him. Right? You can see the picture. Okay. Okay. And so he was getting close to the rabbit. And every day, every night, the same story was going to be repeated. And days passed by, time went on, time rolled on, and Velveteen Rabbit was becoming a part of the boy. And day by day, he did not even notice that as the skin horse told him that the day will come when you will become the shabbier, the most shabbier toy, or your skin will be rough, colors will be faded. That will prove that you have become a part of somebody's life. Now, Velveteen Rabbit has gone to that stage. Now he has become a part of the boy's life. He has become shabbier and shabbier. His tail coming unsewn. Sewn means what? Stitched. Unsewn, unstitched. The stitching were torn out and it's opened. Spring came and they had long days in the garden. For wherever the boy went, the rabbit went too. He had rides in the wheelbarrow and picnics on the grass, and lovely fairy huts built for him under the raspberry canes behind the flower border. And once, when the boy was called away suddenly to go out to tea, the rabbit was left out on the lawn until long after dusk, and Nana had to come to look for him with a candle because the boy could not go to sleep unless he was there. So the boy used to take him out in the garden. They used to play. They used to go here and there. They used to be a part of the picnic and so on. And sometimes the boy used to leave him out over there. Left. For suppose gone out and mama calls, come inside, come and have a cup of tea with us or a glass of milk with us. চলে এসো সন্ধেবেলার কিছু খেয়ে যাও অনেক দেরি হয়ে গেছে. Your mother calls you like that. And so out of hurry, he used to left the rabbit over there. But again at the night, Nana had to come holding a candle in her hand because without the rabbit, the boy was not able to sleep because it was a part of his life. So he was wet through with the dew and quite earthly from the diving into the burrows the boy had made for him in the flower bed. Burrow, the place, the house of the rabbit, and that was made by the boy for him. Now, as because he was not yet alive, he was not yet real, so he used to lie outside and get wet by the dewdrops. You know pretty well what are the dewdrops. ओस की बूंदे, ठीक है. And so and Nana grumbled as she rubbed him off with a corner of her apron. And Nana used to just get annoyed. What the hell? This boy is throwing the rabbit over here. He's got wet. Now what to do? She used to rub the rabbit with her apron. Apron means the coat-like thing which she was wearing. You must have your old money. Fancy all that fuss for a toy. You should keep this with you. With a little bit care of it. All the rubbish intentions of having the toys with you. She annoyed. The boy sat up in bed and stretched out his hands. Give me my bunny. No, he was sleeping on the bed and he stretched out his arms. Give me my bunny. You must not say that. He is not a toy. He is real. So finally, the boy spoke out. Don't say like that. He's not a toy. He is a real rabbit. Now, this real is very, very important for the Velveteen Rabbit because he really wanted to be a real rabbit. And the skin horse told the day when the person who is keeping you with you speak of that he is real, that means you are very close to be a real. And so here, you see, it's written in block letters. Can you see that? Where is it? Yeah. It is written in block letters. just to highlight the word and to show the significance, show the importance of the small four-letter word. Now, when the little rabbit heard that, he was happy, for he knew that what the skin horse had said was true at last. Finally, he could remember the words of the skin horse because he was a very close friend of him. The nursery magic had happened to him and he was a toy no longer. He was real. The boy himself had said it. So, this means what? When you feel something from the core of your heart, from the bottom of your heart, you feel that this becomes real, then the thing has to be real, because when you want something, when you desire something, when you expect something from the core of your heart, then God directly listens that, and God shows his mercy on you, and the thing becomes real. So that's why the Velveteen Rabbit was very happy, because he was going to be a real thing now. That night he was almost too happy to sleep, and so much love stirred in his little sawdust heart that it almost burst. And into his boot button eyes that had long ago lost their polish, there came a look of wisdom and beauty, and that even Nana noticed it next morning when she picked him up and said, I declare if that old bunny has not got quite a knowing expression now. So what happened actually? And into his boot button eyes, sticky eyes, fixed to a look. You cannot change that. There came a look of wisdom and beauty. So slowly, slowly he was becoming real. And so that even Nana also noticed that. Next morning, she noticed. When she picked him up, from there to keep it on the shelf and said, I declare if that old bunny has not got quite a knowing expression. You see, even the rabbit is also showing the expression. You are just neglecting him. This is very bad. That was a wonderful summer. Near the house where they lived, there was a wood, and in the long June evening, the boy liked to go to there after tea to play. So, finally, the rabbit's dream were coming true, and he was becoming very, very happy for that. Right? So, it was a wonderful summertime, and the boy used to go to play in the evening time. Normally we go, because in the evening time we take a short nap, and then we get up from the bed and go to play, just to make ourselves relaxed from the whole day's tiredness and all. He wanted to go to play. So what did he saw? What was his experience? What did he experience over there? Whether the rabbit was with him or not, he could find it or not. All these are the big questions uttering in your mind. Let it be over there. Let them humble you up. And so, we'll continue from here in our next class. Be happy, stay healthy, stay home. Take care. Bye-bye. And ever, last but not the least, go through the lesson. Don't ignore your studies, my dear. Okay? Have a nice day. Bye-bye.